Hi everyone, and welcome to my vlog. Thank you, Zoe, for writing it on the board for everyone. So today we're going to talk about how culture affects your movement and how the environment affects your posture. So the first thing we're going to look at is culture and movement. So an individual's culture has a huge impact on their movement. For example, if you look at the way many of us walk today, we walk very quickly compared to in the past. This can be due to the change in culture because today has a more fast-paced lifestyle compared to many years ago. At the museum, we saw many examples of this as well. One was the Native American exhibit, where it showed a dance ceremony. The Native American dance is going to be very different compared to that of, for example, a traditional European dance. Another exhibit where this really stood out to me was the African exhibit, where it showed them hunting. So I'll show you a picture. Pull it up. Okay, so you see them all hunting on foot, running, throwing, and crouching down with spears and shields while they're trying to catch this lion. This is extremely different from the way many of us hunt today. Due to their culture and their style of hunting, they have to be very agile in order to get into certain positions and adapt to their surroundings. Sorry. Not only is it important for them to adapt their running form to still be efficient while carrying the spears and shields, but they must also learn to run and walk very quietly so that the animal they're trying to catch does not hear them. This is very different from us today because, like I said, many of us don't go and stock down our dinner the day of. However, we still do hunt in our culture today, just the hunting style is different. It's changed. We no longer have the endurance, the agility, or the need to be as quiet in our movements as they do. Many of us are even loud walkers where you can actually hear our foot hit the ground during initial contact. Whereas I think it would be safe to say that if someone from this culture were to walk up behind us, we wouldn't really hear them coming. The next thing we're going to talk about is environment and the effect it has on posture, like I said. So this was really apparent to me in the Arctic exhibit, where we saw a few examples of the way that they dress and their way of living. Obviously, due to the extreme cold and living in igloos, individuals here wear many layers to keep warm. These are often made of fur and animal hides, making these garments pretty heavy. You can see in this picture, actually, that the effect it has on standing posture affects both the adults and the young boy standing in front of the sled. The weight of the garments could cause the individuals, or it actually does cause the individuals to hunch over in order to help carry that load. This is only affected more by the fact that it's so cold. So individuals living in this environment are constantly trying to stay warm and preserve body heat. So when the body is cold, it naturally shivers and hunches over in order to preserve as much heat as possible. This is also seen in this picture of the woman hunched over by the fire. So this is different from my culture today because obviously we do still get extreme cold, especially here in Wisconsin, but we have more options to help us deal with it and to stay warm. Our garments are much lighter and we live in houses that have heat. However, we do still see the shivering and hunched posture in individuals, especially when it's extremely cold outside or when they're not dressed properly for the weather. So our posture in this position is usually temporary or used as a short-term compensation, whereas individuals living in the Arctic spend their entire lives in this position and would most likely have this posture even if they were moved to a different or warmer environment due to just constantly being in it all the time. So that is my vlog. Thanks for watching.